When we think about the best case scenario 5 years from now for how security can evolve and also how policy can evolve, I think you'd be at a place where there has been established a set of norms that most major governments have adopted around how they will think about and deal with issues of privacy and international commerce and sharing of digital information. And that those norms are married to the kinds of technologies that are evolving that actually enable those kinds of norms and laws to be put in practice. So you have a world where governments have agreed on rules, individuals understand how information would be used and how privacy would be protected, and companies have the technologies to make all of that happen, because in an entirely digital world, it has to be done through technology. So if those three things could come together, even in a moderate way in 5 years, I think you'd see a major step forward in the reestablishment of trust and an acceleration of how digital technology can be used. The way we would move that change forward is, as a technology company, we'd start with that, but it's much more than technology. What has to happen is in this new digital world where you see the interests of governments colliding with the interests of individuals, colliding with the interests of corporations, that we have to be able to work with all of those. So you'll see, I think, the establishment of new platforms where there's dialogue between government and industry, and not just lobbying government for new laws, but platforms for dialogue so that there's better understanding, because if regulation is built not really understanding the capabilities of technology, it tends to fail or be overly constrictive. If laws are put in place without really understanding the impact on individuals or commerce, they become they're either avoided or ignored, or they become too cumbersome. So it's really creating the platforms where all three of those interests can come together and create really what would have to be a balance. And no one group would probably be entirely happy, but you'd reach an equilibrium where law, commerce, privacy can all be balanced and everyone can be comfortable with how those things work together. Now, as a security company, obviously any world where it's easier to understand how to deploy security products and easier to understand the security products that do map to regulation and law is helpful to us. And so for us as a security company, we think taking a lot of that confusion away, taking the lack of trust away about what tools can I use and can I trust those tools, if we can take that away, that's certainly great for us as a technology company. But what that also does is it makes it easier for our customers to deploy those tools. So we think it's not only good for us as a technology company, it actually accelerates the way our customers and then their customers can gain the benefits of all these new security technologies. One thing that we're very excited about is just seeing here at the RSA conference, you'll have close to 30,000 people coming together to discuss all these very issues. So I'm actually very optimistic as you see what's happening this week, that even in the face of a lot of the news headlines and the controversies you hear, you see very different perspectives coming together this week to already start to address these issues. And I think that's a great sign for the fact that some of the things that the government and industry needs to do are already underway.